Welcome to Under the Cover, where we take an exclusive look into some of the new titles we carry here at Willis Music. My name is Kyle, and let's dig in. Here's one that's fairly new from Hal Leonard by Phil Keveren. He was a talented pianist and arranger and composer. This one is Folk Songs for Easy Classical Piano, but it's 15 international selections arranged by Phil Keveren. So if we take a look under the cover, we can see that there are indeed 15 international titles, varying in Irish, French, German, even Far East kind of folk tunes. So let's just take a look at a couple here. We do have Danny Boy, London Derriere as it's known, a traditional Irish melody here. And this is for easy piano, so it does lay out fingerings, everything is pretty well laid out for you. The pedal you're using a lot, but it's not too technically difficult. Here we just have a key of 1 flat, very few accidentals, but Phil Keveren always finds a way to get beauty out of every piece, even in simplicity. So that's Danny Boy. And then we'll hop over to a French tune, Frère Jacques, or Are You Sleeping? I'm sure many of you have heard it. It's a 2/4 kind of playful tune. And it's some staccato in the left hand with some slurs in the right hand. So a little bit of a challenge, but it's still not difficult here. So this is Frère Jacques. It does also go into 3/4 and switches style a little bit, but it's the same tune. So this is Folk Songs for Easy Classical Piano, 15 international selections by Phil Keveren. One of the cool things Hal Leonard has been doing lately is putting out instrumental solos based on pop music. What we have here is Adele, some of her very most popular tunes arranged for trombone. So this comes with audio access included. So you just type in the access code that's under the front cover, and you'll access all that online audio that you can play along with. So Adele, some of her best, we'll go under the cover here, we see Hello. And if you're playing the trombone version, you may as well sing Hello from the Other Slide. Yeah, I did. But it lays it out fairly easily for, I'd say, early intermediate trombonist could play this fairly well. It does have some 16th notes, some syncopation that you do find in pop music, but it is laid out fairly simply for a younger trombonist. So that's Hello. Let's also skip back to Rolling in the Deep, another one of her popular tunes from her 21 album from a few years ago. This one does have 3 flats, so it's a little trickier in key signature for an intermediate trombonist, but nothing too surprising. Again, there's a little bit of syncopation, but it's fairly straightforward, especially if you know the music of Adele, which is just fantastic. So this is Adele for Trombone by Hal Leonard. One of the things we've tried to do fairly recently here at Willis Music is provide some more supplemental material to some of our standard method repertoire. Introducing John Thompson's Modern Course for the Piano, Classical Piano Solos. Again, supplementary material for John Thompson's Modern Course. This is the first grade book here. These 20 original keyboard pieces are complementary to John Thompson's Modern Course, first grade. So as we go under the cover here, we see that there are about 20 titles in here. And this one over here is Copycat by Bela Bartok. So you get some imitation left hand, right hand, kind of acting in counterpart to one another. Again, first grade, so not too tricky yet, but it's introducing some of the ideas that are presented in the Modern Course book, but coming over to the performance side here and introducing those here. Further back, we see a little bit harder piece here, Arabesque by Friedrich Burgmüller. And as you might know, the John Thompson courses do progress fairly quickly. This Arabesque is a good bit harder than the Copycat from earlier on. So this is Arabesque by Friedrich Burgmüller, found in John Thompson's Modern Course for Piano, Classical Piano Solos for first grade. They do go all the way to 5th grade, just like the Modern Course. The 3rd grade book from the Classical Piano series of John Thompson's Modern Course for Piano is much like the 1st grade book, but again, a bit harder. This is to supplement the 3rd grade book. So again, we see 20 original keyboard pieces, and they do span the Baroque to early 20th century eras. So you are getting a good representation of music throughout the ages. So as we go under this cover, we see here a piece from the Romantic era by Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, an Italian song from his children's album. 3/8, a bit on the swift side. It says vivo, and it also has two sharps. So the key signatures in this book are going to be more challenging than in the first grade book. Here's the Italian song. Later on, let's go to a Baroque piece. Here we see Sonata in G major by Domenico Scarlatti, a 3/4 piece that has a lot of triplets in it. Very active, allegro risoluto, it says, and some chords that you get to roll. And again, these just present the ideas that are in John Thompson's modern course, just in a performance setting. So this is the third grade book of supplementary material to John Thompson's modern course for piano, classical piano solos, 20 original keyboard solos from Baroque to early 20th century. To purchase the books discussed today, or any of the thousands of titles we carry, visit your local Willis Music store or go to willismusic.com.